Hey, hi, this is Digital Femme, and welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. So, today's topic is going to be about taking over Nashville at the Bitcoin conference for 2024. And right now, just to let you know, I'm also live streaming on multiple platforms in addition to broadcasting live on Metaverse Radio. So, today's guest is actually Hexadized and Altered Alley. So, I'm going to bring them on. Actually, I'm going to bring both of them on Twitter Space, which they are, and then I'm going to bring Hexadized here by video. So let's see if I can just like get all this things going. I don't even know if I'm streaming. It says I'm connected to Metaverse Radio, so I believe it. I just didn't see any opening to anyway. So before we start, let me say this disclaimer for Metaverse Radio. This program's content, well, hold on, let me stop. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Twitter space for Tech Talk Tuesday on the Bitcoin conference, a Nashville takeover. I'm currently also streaming live on Metaverse Radio. And before we start, let us talk about the disclaimer. I got to repeat this. This is like insane. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Tech Talk Tuesday Twitter space. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin conference, and Nashville is going to be taken over by so many great things. Before we get started, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, I'm going to read off a disclaimer because we are also broadcasting live here on Metaverse Radio. So here we go. This program's content does not necessarily represent the views of Metaverse Radio and is for entertainment only. It is not legal, medical, financial, or investment advice. The hosts, guest speakers, artists, and other collaborators may have personal or financial interests in the subjects they discuss. So please critically assess the information presented. Not all content is appropriate for all ages. All right, let's get started. All right, seriously, here we go. We're about to get hexadized. And with that said, let's bring them on. Da-da-da! Pop-pop. Hey, Hex, how you doing? Speaking of full circle, you know what? Speaking of full circle, I do believe this is like our third year. So I met Hexadize. Here's a little backstory. I met Hexadize on Telegram for Over the Reality. And honestly, he was amazing. The reason why I said this is because I didn't really appreciate the back and forth of the texting on Telegram when you're in a like a crypto NFT blockchain group, right? So I remember saying, "Hey, does anybody want to like get on a Zoom?" And I just did that. So I sent a Zoom link, and the first person that got on was Hexadize. And I loved it because instead of being like not doxxed and everything, he was so transparent. I even met his son. And then what after that, we built a kind of like an online collab relationship where I wanted to test out live streaming 3 years ago, and he was so willing that I would go, Hex, you want to try this? Let's get on a live stream, and he would absolutely do it. And we would live stream like crazy. And the best live stream ever was when he went down to South by Southwest in 20, was the first one 2022, Hex? Yes. Why are why I am not able to hear you?
while we were down there, and not just not just say here's some augmented reality stuff, but you were so willing. You said, hey, if you run into somebody, let's bring them on, let's talk to them, and that's because of that we got to meet from Chicago, Deborah Gria and Estefania, or Marquand and Estefania, right? We were able to just grab them and say, hey, look, you're doing this thing right here on the streets. You live stream right there. It was a really good time.
It was
exploded South by that year.
No, I didn't explode on South by Southwest. You did. So here's the thing. Imagine this. A hot Austin summer. Actually, no, it was spring. It was in March. So you're downtown ATX. You're right by the Austin Convention Center, walking around 6th Street. Hexadized, literally organized all the content AR creators that he could get on Over the Reality or elsewhere. And he organized this kind of like AR experience walk where he bought some hexagons over Austin, or some people did. And this is a huge feat, guys, to get. Why am I looking way over there when I'm looking here? This is like insane. He Yeah, that whole organization bit is insane, because can you imagine trying to get content creators to create AR experiences and then upload them and Over the Reality on their spatial web platform over the city of Austin or the downtown area anyway. And there wasn't really any promo. He was really doing guerrilla marketing. So he would be walking around in the hot Texas sun and showing his phone and say, "Hey, you want to see something?" Right?
And the fun part about it, the real fun part about it was, so we had just over 50 different artists that year that all collectively we tested out different things on the platform, right? Like uploading different all to one land, right, and sharing that land so everybody rotated out through the day. So that was really cool to see, was that the artists were willing to put their art up and take their art down, knowing it was only going to be there for X amount of hours, right? And willing to share that space with the next guy or the next person, right? So that was really cool. But while there, one of the most fun is when we're talking to the people and we say, hey, like, here's this, but let's put you out here, right? And so they're like, what? And I'm like, it's just a picture, video, whatever. We'll do a 3D. Now we can do 3D scans. So you can just 3D scan the person, pop it, and then just set their little. And once they see them like stand themselves, and then it's a whole. What can we do? Yeah, then it's off to the races. So that's the really exciting part.
It is off to the races. That's amazing. Can people on Twitter Space, can you hear me good? Can you put your a thumbs up if you can hear me really well? Oh, thank God, because this is a whole different setup here. This is not the first time Hexadized and I have been live streaming. This is not the first time I'm live streaming. This is the first time I am in a Twitter Space live streaming and broadcasting to Metaverse Radio. So between Hex and I, we got a lot of button pushing going on. I'm kidding. I'm not, like, it's like and I could only do this with Hex. Like, we've got this. We're OGs of this. So can we just get started about this the Bitcoin conference? Because not only have you taken over South by Southwest Austin a whole bunch of times, and somewhere up in there's on Dallas area with all your music festivals, you're going over to Nashville.
You're in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this year, so Alter's up here is one of the speakers, and Alter's been there with us since 2021, right? 2021, 2022, 2023, and now we're 2023. So, and none of what we've ever done would have been possible without Alter. Okay, and I'm pointing over here, but without Alter, because they've gone. Even so the NFC Paris and all of those other events, some of us can't necessarily always get to. Even in 2022, 2023, Altered and kind of organized groups again would say, hey, it doesn't matter if we can't physically get to, let's just start covering the world with this stuff, and we'll do it one event at a time. And so it's been really cool to work with other people that are willing that want to do that, whether or not they're necessarily getting paid for it, but the desire is there, and they've put in the effort in the past, right? The passion makes the purpose. And so we've been able to do a lot of things. So now with Bitcoin 2024, it is in Nashville. And so sudden, like next day, he comes out, he's got this whole spatial venue of Bitcoin Alley, and it's already starting to get decorated with everything. And so we, at that it was just game on. So scARvenger, who actually owns the overlands out there in Nashville. So when I found out that scARvenger, who's a part of, just one of those NFT crypto OGs, like 2017 to that, so just been in the space long enough to have been burnt and hurt and know what to do. And so they've got their own event that's happening right after Bitcoin Nashville, the 28th and 29th, I believe. They've got a campground. So anybody that's visiting Nashville is like, hey, what do I want to do right after the thing? Well, there's a place you can go. So definitely follow them and find out what's going on over there. But we're covering the Nashville on like 3 different platforms so far, right? As far as AR goes. So there's Alter's got some different things out in Super World. You can go out there. scARvenger, like I said, has the overland. So there's going to be things. Mints, I see Mints in here. Mints down there put in a build. So that's already getting placed out there. And I think there was like a collaboration type thing. They might have put an extra glitch art from HT Colin, from HT NFT in there as well.
Wow.
So that's going to be out there. There's going to be 12 different POAPs. Okay, so there's 12 POAPs to collect. There's only 24 of each. There's Bitcoin. So 12 and 24. Okay, there's only 24 of each. There's going to be 12 of them to collect. Those are going to be on over the reality. That's the only place those are going to be available. So you'll go out there, collect those to the POAP dispenser. That'll have its own little boost reward. And then on Spheroid, you'll be able to walk around and that one, you'll just open the app and you'll see everything. So there's AI brains you'll get to go and talk to throughout the feed, and that's a social share type reward system. So as you go through, there's different artists. There's some music district, Louis C. Rhymes, LM Designs, she's got these beautiful dancers that are going to like kind of enter as you come up from the Walk of Fame part, okay, right into the Music City Center. There's going to be these 2 beautiful dancers kind of on the corner of the street. And there's going to be these huge Bitcoins that kind of corner the building of the Music City Center all the way around. So there's a whole path that you can go on, multiple routes, there's multiple platforms. Each one has its own reward system. So, playing all 3 is the best way to go. You can play one, right? Or you can go ahead, download all the apps, play all 3, and you get the max reward. So there's some really cool things coming where those rewards will be able to trade out, or whether it's a t-shirt or a hat or something like that. So those things are, once the game is finished, we'll start rolling on. So it's going to be a nice time.
That's insane. Like, you guys are calling it the Bitcoinized AI art walk and scARvenger hunt. That is insane. How did you guys get all the rewards together? Because I hear there's a total of 10,000 in the prize pool. $10,000 in prize pool.
Yes. So Battery Coin they're the ones that are actually backing the rewards here today on this one. But Battery Coin, and that's for the Bitcoinized AI, and you'll get to find out more about that really on July 25th when they have their press conference. They'll release what their asset backing actually is. You can go ahead and find out about his graphene oxide. Okay, and they've got some diamonds and different things that they're backing their coin with. Okay, so they're the ones that are really funding the prize pool here and backing this out. There's a whole lot more coming from Battery Coin, and that's where the Bitcoinized AI comes into play. It's because they're building the AI onto the Bitcoin blockchain. So that way their AI is going to be attached there. So there's a lot more that you can find out. Where's their meat really come from? Because everybody's got an AI right now. Everybody's got blockchain. Everybody's got AI. Let's get to the real of it, right? Because I can use all the fancy words. It's a Bitcoin AI, and they're going to have all these tokens. They're going to have a moonshot to Mars. They're working with Mars rover, and that sounds good. But realistically, if you go and look at the team, okay, there's some people on it that have done amazing things. Mesfin, Garrett, okay, a couple of the leaders, they've done things. A couple of them have done things like, they headed up the first global for Walmart. So when Walmart went global so they were the ones that, Walt called and said, hey, one one of them was the ones who walked called and said, "Hey, I need somebody to have my global division." So that was one of the things. Then you've got Sandra Groy, whose father founded MCI, right? And then she's gone on to do amazing things as well. One of her daughters was just named the voice of smart city leadership for Chicago or something like that. So she's leading the smart city development for Chicago, right? So there's some really cool people on the team that are already backing and the founders of the battery coin. So when they say they've got their moonshot to Mars and they're working with the Mars rover, well, there's people that have already worked with these things. They probably have already put a couple of satellites in space. So you don't go from founding the cell phone and the air phone and all those things, putting the phone in the car to just getting out of the telecommunications altogether. So really cool that they're the ones coming in, and then we get to have them support all these different things that we're doing.
That, you know what? If I could stick an emoji in front of my face, an emoji filter, it would be the emoji with the brain exploding, because that's how I feel right now. I want to do a shout out to Drano555. Thank you, Drano, for watching on YouTube. Hello, my brother. Thank you, ZMES, for stopping by. Thank you, Elias, who's everywhere. Elias, he's our brother. He's on Twitter Space. He's on YouTube. He's everywhere. Oh, I know I'm gonna do a plug. So Elias is good. Elias and okay, so Elias, Hexadize and I were part of Over the Reality community. And Elias and Mauer is going to have their very first community Over the Reality Twitter space today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So let's go. Like, this is really amazing. So shout out to them. Okay, so my mind is blown. There's so many things going on with Battery Coin. I believe I had a conversation with someone about Battery Coin. I don't think my mind was all there, but it was very, very interesting. We need to explore that more and talk more about Battery Coin at another time. This lineup, guys. If you're following me on Twitter, and I did send you a link, I did send links on the description. There's actually a link to not only the Twitter space in the live stream descriptions, but also the oh my gosh, also the scavenger hunt. Wait a minute. I think I sent the link to newstrail.com, where they talk about Battery Coin brings scavenger hunt to Bitcoin 2024. Let me just share the screen. Oh my gosh, this better work. Hex, can you tell me more about how did you find out? Okay, when did you hear about Nashville Bitcoin, whatever 2024, and how long did it take for you to get things together?
So we started planning for Nashville
last week, right?
It was a month ago. It was about a month and a half ago. Month and a half ago is when I got word that, hey, let's somebody wants to try and do something. And so and so it was about a month and a half ago. We went from zero to what you see today, and that's it hexadized.
Absolutely. Like, look at this. So I'm looking at the article, and this doesn't. I know. I went into Spatial when you and Altered Alley were kind of like doing your the promo video where you did the voiceover, which is like really on point and hilarious. So this, so if you're okay, so Metaverse Radio, I'm also live streaming and sharing a screen. There is a image with a scARvenger hunt, and there are so many logos here. Like, it is mind blowing. There's so many things going on. There's Medigate Milano. I see Real Mind. I think, I don't know, Spear. There's you. There's Omni City. I know Rallo was in there. There's a Honeycomb. See the Change. There's so many things. I need glasses. Okay. What about? I want to read something, because this article is jam packed with names. Like, we're talking about. I'm going to read some of the names here. Dot, dot, dot. Well, you mentioned it. We have artists like Altered Alley, who created the Bitcoin Alley on Spatial, which we will visit in a bit sometime during the space. We have Alex Arzu out in Austin. We have Heidi Little, the president of, what is it, National Children's Month or Year, right? Louis C. Rhymes, which you mentioned, Chris Webster, Ian Harrison of Moonster Vision, that sounds familiar, DJ Data Mosh of On Chain, oh yeah, that sounds familiar, On Chain Records, The Bong Father and Special K Glass, Sabbath, Gabe Vise, which I know he's an artist and he does his work everywhere, Neela Hayes, right, Teresa Melvin, Salorm X, Hexadize, that's you, and Michael Cam, and then Michael, and then there's other stuff like, there's, you're right, you said that, the Metaverse Music District, Rallo, he's one of our DJs in Metaverse Radio. Shout out to Rallo. There's Sky Bravo, which you said. There's so many things. There's Metabot Apes is there. Presented by Apollo Official. There's the Metagate. There's Third Planet Studio. Shout out to Binks. The Omniverse City, the list goes on and on and on. There's like Biometa, VTA, TV. I'm just I'm
There's
whoa.
so much more. There's so many that's not listed, and I do want to say so. One of the cool things that's going to be happening with Biometa Beta TV, and we're so thankful for their partnership and support here. Is there will be people, and I believe Honeycomb maybe one of those that are so during the whole time. So hopefully we'll have some sort of stream happening, that's coming out from Bitcoin Nashville, pretty consistent, right, throughout the day and things like that. So I'll be at the help desk most of the days, but there's going to be so many other people out there just having a great time that you can stay and follow. Yeah, but BDTV, thank you so much for streaming all that out.
That's amazing. Okay, so did you want to say anything else? I probably should ask you more questions, but okay, yes, let's talk about Altered Alley. Altered Alley's here. We also have See the Change. Honeycomb is here on stage. Thank you on the speaker panel. I'm gonna bring you up, Honeycomb. But Altered Alley, before you come up, like Hexadai said, he's been so pinnacle in creating AR experience. Not to say that nobody else has. I'm going to mention Cyber Nerd Baby. There's Defiant Streets. There's LM Designs. There's oh my God, I'm forgetting. There's George Allen Walker. There's you. There's so many other names I can't recall, but yes, Altered Alley has been there at every over the reality event. And isn't he the one that created the first like portal to all these metaverses in spatial?
Yeah, he's been, and I would like for him to kind of open his mic because he's sent portals for everybody, right, since day one. So I mean, I call him the portal master, right?
The portal master.
In fact, that altered alley that he was wanting to do in Decentraland, that actually fits it perfect because like he's not the venue, he's everything that happens between the venue.
Yes,
so he's
yes.
like the connecting point between each party. Like that's the out. That is the altered alley. It's like, oh, you thought you were gonna go this way? Nah, you're going over here. So yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
I get it.
I never thought, but it fits. It really does.
I get it. On July 23rd, Tech Talk Tuesday, Hexadize just opened my mind more, and yeah, I get it. Altered Alley, please open up your mic.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for the warm invite and everything. And yeah, it just clicked for Hexadize. But yeah, it's what it is, man. It's this. Instead of taking the main road through all this, it's the back alley. You know what I mean? That interconnects everything. But you can get to anything too. Like that's the whole idea. So absolutely, hell yeah.
I actually tested it out. I went back there last night, and of course, the first and only thing I tested out was the portal to over the reality. So shout out to Era X Labs, AR creator on Spatial. She created like this fire thing where if you see on Twitter, I posted it. I went with my Ready Me Player One avatar, and I went like this girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Okay, I can't. I'm Filipino, but I cannot freaking sing. So I was running with my avatar, with my Ready Me Player One samurai avatar with the green hair, heading towards the over portal. Boof! And click. I right clicked or I tapped on it, and then whoosh, I went on to like some overland experience that I kind of like thought, am I on acid again? I'm kidding. No. I swear, But shout out to Ira X Lab because she created that "This Girl Is on Fire" like animation thing. I love that thing, and she gave me my fairy wings on spatial. So I love it. Altered. What? How long did it take you to create Bitcoin Alley on spatial?
I don't know. First of all, I definitely got to shout out Era. I do a lot of different events on Era or on Spatial, and Era always comes in and drops in dance moves, and yeah, she's got these cool wings and these fire things she put in this one, and there's dance moves too. I don't know the keys, but you hit certain keys, and she's made all these animation dances. And you can pick them up on Spatial, and stuff. So yes, huge shout out to Era. As far as how long it took to make, I don't know. I think I found out about this event the 16th or 15th. And I think by the 17th I had it up and at least bare bones starting to run. So I got a short notice, but in all honesty, it's like the way I like to work. You know what I mean? Instead of months and months of Zoom calls and emails and all that, and just be like, hey, like right now, let's do this right now. We all know what we're doing. Let's do it. You know what I mean? It's like, yes. It's like no Zoom calls, no emails. Yes. It's like, that's the speed that this whole next thing works, I love it.
It's nice when everybody just does what they're going to do.
Yes.
Shit, it's nice when you can rely on people that do what they're going to do. And then they're just fucking amazing at it. Sorry, Metaverse Radio and listeners for virgin ears. I'm excited. And when I get excited, I say things. But no, it's overwhelming in a level of what is all in one place. And then there's another layer. And then there's another layer. Well, Nashville, I mean, you got Elon down there. You've got a couple president, like just crazy stuff happening. And with all of this going on, will we open up like a black hole into this world of another universe? I don't know. I'll jump into it at least twice. And gosh, it's going to be so amazing.
Guys.
See you guys there.
Yeah, honey, guys, for those of you that don't know. Yeah, are you ready? That is See the Change Honeycomb. He's actually also part of this whole the Bitcoinized AI and more. He's been doing, I believe, are you still doing live spaces? Like live streams, is it every day or every Mondays?
It was Monday through Friday morning show, Good Morning Motivation. The past 2 days have not existed because, 17 hours a day, the testing, all that fun jazz. So we're, like Hex said in the beginning, we're ready. And we can't wait to watch people. They're like you said, your emoji and capture their heads just exploding, right? And then being able to rely on like Rollo and come back with some post content that's just going to blow people away and it's gamified. Yeah, we got some real fun bells and whistles to empower this tech that we're in. And it's just the beginning.
No, 100%. It's so great to see all these different entities joining together and collaborating. And you guys, it's amazing to see it all on spatial. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually take a trip into spatial. Now, for those of you who are on Metaverse Radio, boo hoo hoo, but you can also join. Let me see. How can they join? You're gonna have to like go on Twitter, X, and follow me at Digital Femme, and there is the link somewhere. And my goodness, now I gotta post the link up because I just wait. Did I post the link up? Thank God somebody posted the link. Thank God. Somebody posted the link to the scARvenger because we're gonna go in right now, and I'm gonna go with the browser. For those of you who would like to join us on Spatial, and you're on Twitter, you can actually log out of Twitter and download the Spatial app. It's so easy, it's so seamless, and click on the link that is somewhere up on the nest. I don't even know if it's there. Can somebody put it there? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do it on the browser. So are we ready for this? Here we go. Processor, graphic processor. Don't fail me now. Okay, so I'm going to put the link to, here it is, Bitcoin Spatial. Oh, you know what? I'll just put the link in on Twitter underneath the space. Hang on, guys. There's going to be like a little bit of a, where is that thing anyway? Let me see. We're doing it. We're just like fiddly dee, fiddly dumb. Okay. I'm putting the link right here. Join. And I'm going to have a cough attack.
If you just
Let's see. Okay. Where is Twitter? Join us on Spatial.
Twitter doesn't exist anymore. It's all X.
Oh, don't go there. Okay, now I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on Bitcoin Spatial. I'm going to share the screen. There's so many buttons going on around here. It's unbelievable. Thank God for technology. Let me see if it's actually sharing. I'm going to make our faces small. And there's like this chat notification that's still there, but what else? Oh, what I want to do is remove this. Oh, and somebody's flying. There's two of me. That's fine. If I maximize this, okay. Can everybody see? Woo! There's Era's there. Chris Webster's there. This is like insane. This is like amazing. Okay. Okay, ready? So this is what it looks like. Hex, can we hear you? I know you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. There's Era. Why is there two of me? Oh, there's because I'm okay. Let me take one of me out. So am I even sharing the right one? Oh, I didn't share. That's the one I took out. Let me share again, guys. Doot, 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 doot. I know on Twitter X you're not seeing this, but that's fine. We're on video too, you know. It's all good. You guys can have the link. I put the link up. Oh, okay. Now I'll put the link. Here we go.
Oh, and Carmen and other scroll through her feed and actually see the screen in a tiny box and not leave this space.
Yeah, what he said. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna put this up in the It is now the link to the Bitcoin space on Spatial is there. You can see it in the browser. It's super easy. I hear wings flapping. There's a lot of us in here, man. This is who's clapping. There's Hexadize. He's ready for this. He's got the he's sporting the Richard Gere hair. Let me go closer. Say that. Okay.
I like the outfit, you know?
Oh, is that what you call it? There's Corba Jr., there's LM Designs. Look at this. There's blue-haired lady. There's Rave, Altered Alley's in here. Guys, we're having a party here in the spatial metaverse. Wait, I want to do that This Girl's on Fire thing. Where is the fire? This song, I love that song. Well, I can't find. Look at this. This is amazing. Let's all go to the fire. Run into the fire. Okay, this is like crazy. Hey, Metaverse Radio. I know this is like insane. This is just a bunch of crazy people yelling, but it is what it is.
All you hear is fire.
I know. Oh, look at this. And so here are all the portals. I know it's hard to see on a small screen for those of you watching the live stream, but this is really oops, that's a jump. This is really insane. Look at this. Oh,
Here we go.
so Donald Trump is supposed to be there at Bitcoin 2024.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting.
So fun thing you can do in the link tree, in the art walk side of the link tree there, if you remember it's bottom or the top, there's some Trump AI avatars that you can talk to. There's different ones, like one of them is like he's geared to like hate Burger King. Okay, Trump hates Burger King. So like so it's like responses are going to be kind of geared towards like hating for kind of thing. And then there's another AI that's it's like there's like 3 different versions of Trump that you can go in and talk to, and that's because why not? It's used to if anybody's going to have an AI avatar, they're going to have an AI avatar because there will never be a better AI avatar than Trump avatar. You can get rid of it.
What impression was that? That was some insane impression.
That was Trump if he had smoked for 60 years and was having to use one of those oxygen.
There you go. Because that was like half pirate, half something. Can we look at this? Look at this. There's See the Change poster. Look at that. Look at this. It's very Minecraft desert kingdomish, which I love. I always love oh my god. Let's walk around. Let's not walk around. Let's run around. There's so many things going on here. There's the Bitcoinized building AI on Bitcoin. There's the moonshot to 2020 moonshot to Mars going on. There's so many things going on here, guys. There's a scARvenger hunt with a 10K prize pool. And I know you're supposed to sign up for something, Hex. Oh, there's music. Let's run over to Rallo, one of the DJs for Metaverse Radio. There's his poster. Out from New York City. I actually had the pleasure of doing a video with him. Oh, somebody just crossed my path. Here is there's a Sky Bravo I just passed. And this logo is hashtag not Snoop, which I love. It's hilarious. Alrighty then. Thanks for that disclaimer. I love it when people put a disclaimer as part of their name. That's the best way. If it like, ooh, look at this. What is that? Is that a gremlin?
So some of these things that you see here, these are gonna be like placed all around Nashville on Super World. Like these, when Altered goes and does something, he doesn't do it like a little bit.
Hey, Ira.
He's all in or he's all out.
That's insane. Look at Ira. She's right behind me with her wings, protecting me always. Your art is insane.
Yeah, it's the monsters. Basically, it's this continuation of these monsters out of Arkansas that kind of keep coming out of this alley and spreading all over the world. So it's basically them going down to take over Nashville and to collect all these cryptocurrencies and all that. The idea is like you have to capture these monsters, to get NFT prizes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's like these tattooed wicked dudes.
That's amazing. Look, this is
I actually did a thing on how to capture it. I'll put it up there.
Okay. Isn't this Apollo Officials Metabot Apes?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
And also just being born in Little Rock, I appreciate and respect that. Thank you.
There's Super World, which we won't talk about because I will tell you later. There's let's just not put them there. Here's the poster. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. It's like a smorgasbord of talking about smorgasbord. They have a lot of smorgasbord buffets in Florida. What else can we see here?
So
there's Hexadized.
That can be go through there. You'll want to stay tapped in because here there's going to be live streams as well. So Altered's also going to be helping capture some of the streams going out from Nashville. So if you're not able to actually make it to Nashville, right? You can actually still play even the scARvenger hunt games, scARvenger hunt games, even if you're not there directly. You can do that by just visiting the remote spots, much like you did when you said you went to that spot on Over the Reality. That I believe you visited a spot that was designed by Metaverse Mints. So if you go and visit those spots, you can do it all remotely and still play the game. But you can jump here in Spatial and see some of the live streams happening, see some of the live events. There may be a captured screen or something in here as well. I believe they're going to share.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, for those of you that are like on Twitter Space and you're like, what's going on? Don't worry. There is a link on my Twitter X to that you can actually just click and it'll open you up to this Bitcoin alley on Spatial, and it's super easy. And if you've never ever experienced a type of metaverse before, this is the most easiest way to do it. You literally don't have to download anything. Just click the link. The Bitcoin Alley space is going to populate your screen, and ooh, you were just nice butt. And you'll just and go ahead and explore with your avatar. It's wonderful. What else can we? Okay, I'm gonna find everybody. I know I'm just playing. I shouldn't be playing, but I am. Where is everybody?
So Alton, I got a question for you. In here, during in the spatial spot, are you gonna have? Is there gonna be anything that people can do? I feel like sometimes you hide things around or do different things inside your videos, or is this just gonna be like it's just a hub? But do you have any other plans for this?
Oh yeah, I have all kinds of ideas. It's like, it's always kind of like see who shows up before I'm like, all right, I got all these crazy ideas, and it's just me sitting there. But yeah, it looks like we're getting some attention. So there's already tiny little things hidden all over the place. Like the little and hide in the spot. But actually, I would like to do a race in this spot,
Yeah.
So like win an NFT. But if you go around the outside perimeter, like everyone gets like the fire thing or the wings, and we all just say go, and like, basically race around the whole outside, and like whoever wins, wins a few NFTs or something. I don't know about the prizes. I'm not the prizes guy. But yeah, man, it'd be a lot of fun.
Ooh, look, I'm beside LM Designs. She just had this really cool, I don't know, like space outfit, and now she's got some wings and really cool. Like, what is she wearing? Her clothes are moving.
LM's another builder on Spatial, tons of great stuff, similar to Ira. But yeah, she does all these auras, all these different things that float around you. Ira just did one with lightning that's really cool. Spatial's really it's kind of getting cool with things. Put it out there and make a few bucks. It's like if you go in there and you buy, the lightning, or you buy one of LM's auras, like they actually make a little bit of money. So it really is a great way to actually support real artists. So I gotta give a shout out to Spatial and LM and Ira, and there's a bunch of other great ones, but those two are kind of my favorites. So definitely get in there and check it out, man. And the dance moves, there's so much fun shit. There's sorry, Metaverse Radio.
Yeah, there's lo-fi. There's Corba. There's you, Chris Webster, K-Bot. There's so many people here. I love it, Corba Jr.
Oh, and then because this is an ever-growing and live thing, LM, you're now in the press release. I apologize for not having you in there the day that it was released. I did miss a couple, but I did, thanks to this space and new digital film, I was able to add them in, so that is now proper. And please, if anyone else is let me know. But altered, since I know Hex spoke about how the scARvenger hunt in Nashville, people can play physically, they can do virtually, and every place, every activation level and platform has its own liquidity pool, if you will, of prizes. There is a few documents altered. I'll send that one over, but because of the lack of emails and these other things, just know you do have prizes. Each platform person has 3,000 scARvenger tokens that they'll get to apply to however they would like and empower what they do, so you can then gamify and do exactly that. So you said you're not the prize guide. Now you get 3,000 scARvenger token to do whatever the hell you want with them. Then of course another 500 for each of the builders to put in for their own use to that appreciation level. And then that's just the tip of the iceberg. So do know you do have prizes. Start planning and having fun. And that's how we build together. That's co-creation, right? And it's just nice to expose that here in the space, because Alter had no idea. He's been so busy building for everyone and experiencing it and sharing it. And it's so amazing, the co-creation, when you can empower that superpower of each person. So I'll end that. Thank you.
No, that's awesome. I knew I had some to hide. I haven't really been putting anything out. It's like I know I get a little chunk to hide to make it fun. I definitely got plans. It's definitely gonna be fun. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, this is amazing. There's currently 9 of us in here, and that's not bad for a Tuesday when I don't even promote this thing, but we're just here hanging out because we do. Like we're not the OG. Yeah, we kind of are. But we like Ira's been around for long, like LM Design. She's also had some really good meditation spaces on Over the Reality. There's Lo-Fi there. There's so many people. Where are you, Hex? This is like amazing. Thank you so much. Check out this. Check out the detail on the wings.
You got 24 live here on X. You got the double digit, or there was double digit there in spatial. You've got the listeners out there in Metaverse Radio, and then you're almost hitting 100 people live through your live show. So you're breaking barriers here. I'm obsessed with analytics right now.
No, that's cool. Who is this guy? There's a guy that looks like a Santa Claus, but he's like pixelated square. He's like a Minecraft Santa Claus. Can you see him? Oh, he's changing. I love it, guys. All right, let's get back to serious now. Now, it's almost 10 minutes to the hour. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, Moon is down there. I'm gonna go to the spaces. I'm gonna do some shout outs. Oops. Let me add LM as a speaker. Shout out to TK. There's K-Bot. So that is you, K-Bot. That's amazing. Hola, Alex. Shout out to Alex, Thors, Ira. Of course, you're there. I love it. C Fast, Joe Soyo. Hey Joe. Hey Joe. C Moon, IP, Drano, Red Hannah, Razzle, Elias. You guys are moving around. Razzle, Mark D, Kendra, hashtag yep. Hashtag not Snoop. Love it. R Hexa, Low RX, he's got a new PFP, Zeta A, Miss Gecko, Galaxy, Matthews, CryptoCam, Hotep Kesso, Hotep Kesso, Kesso, and I don't never know how to, Volnate Os. What? Volnate Osavox. Volnate Osavox. Volinate Osavox. Volinate. I mentioned Moon earlier because hopefully, and not hopefully, he will be meeting Hexadize in Nashville. That I cannot wait to see these selfies with Hexadize and Moon. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm saying, like, if they can't find me, there's something wrong because I'm supposed to be stationed at like the help desk like the whole week. So there's like, I mean, so also if anyone needs to know where the bathroom is, I got you. I can point you in the right direction. So I got you covered.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Like, this is insane, guys. Please, if you take the chance to click the link above, there is the link to the Bitcoin Alley on Spaceship. When you have the time, like, save the link, click it, sit in front of your laptop or whatever, or even in the app. It works perfectly in the app, mobile, Android or iOS, and just explore. If you've never ever been in places like this, just explore.
You mentioned something about the signing up, registering. So before we close out,
yes,
there is that spot right next to the poster. Okay, there's where the big banner is. It says scARvenger Hunt. There's a little link. Go there, go ahead and sign up, and get ready for that hunt. It's right there next to the poster. So
is it? Am I walking to it?
To the left. Go left, backwards.
Huh? I gotta go backwards.
Backwards and left. Yep.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. There. Right here.
Right there where you are. Yep. That's the spot.
So, guys, this is the spot where you. What do you sign up for here? What are we signing up for? Hi, Miss Gecko.
We're getting your wallet, so to be able to receive the rewards, right? To be able to help track it, make sure there's not a whole bunch of different cheating going on. Okay, so you're gonna register your wallet, you're gonna join the federation. Okay?
Ooh,
and
federation.
So your wallets are connected. So that way, when we go to distribute the rewards, we're knowing the players and making sure that everything's the right way, right? So helping to keep it that way. You don't have one person that goes in and makes a million accounts or tries to kind of thing. We can that way multiple people.
Okay.
It doesn't mean it's gonna be perfect,
Hex, I want to jump in real quick.
We'll have faults, but we will do our best.
That security that we've got there and joining the United Federation of Planets, what does that mean, right? Essentially, we're spacebound, and would you like to be friends with aliens? Right? That's cool. That's the level of it. Our structural organization and foundation, if you will, is built on love. So there is a Mother Earth Constitution that has been accepted by multiple treaties and really impactful things, because Battery Coin is a sovereign blockchain that's building AIs on other blockchains, right? But in that, to maintain its rights and educate people on their rights, you join the United Federation of Planets. What that means is that you're going to adhere to being a good person, learn things, co-create, and not hurt people. So you get to check out the Mother Earth Constitution, what we're all about. And if you agree with those things, we're happy to have you in. Everyone's welcome under those, that level of it. And then it's also so people can't duplicate and come through. And we've got some fun techs and stuff coming out here at the end of the year next year, but that's not here yet. So we're right now at Nashville and with Digital Femme. So I just wanted to put that out there so people are aware of what the United Federation of Planets is. That will then send you to further information on the Battery Coin website about what all that means. And while you're there, if you want to check out the white paper, right, it's there. It's like 130 pages. It's real, it's thought out, and it's embraced and empowered by pretty amazing people.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. There you go. Thank you for sharing that. So it's 5 minutes to the hour. This is fantastic. I really enjoyed being on Spatial and running around. This girl is on fire. I really love the fire thing. I love the wings. I love the people going on. I noticed that Miss Gecko was there and she's also here on the space. Please, guys, please, if you can. Oh, Hexadize dropped. He will come back on because that's how we roll here in Technology Land. Appreciate everybody here. I see Ooze. I see Rosemary. Thank you, Rosemary, for joining. Always love the Xenu community joining. Miss Gecko, it's so good to see you on the space and in Spatial. I hope we connect. Wait, am I following you? I'm following you now. We're gonna get Hex back, and I believe where is he?
My camera phone died.
It died. Oh, Kiki, stop.
Beautiful souls. How are y'all doing today?
Hey, LM.
Love you, LM. How we doing today?
Oh, we are phenomenal. I just wanted to pop up and say, the characters that you see, that specific one that you were talking about is the MIDI Punks OG. So that's from the MIDI Punk family, and I brought them into Spatial, and there's a few different iterations of them, but all the different avatars you see these are my custom LM Designs 8 avatars that I've been building out since I've been working in Spatial and whatnot. So yeah, that's when you see me switching through all the things. Those are just me sharing what's in my closet and my backpack. But sending love out to all of y'all.
Thank you so much for that. I really enjoyed that. You've come a long way. Everybody's come a long way from creating digital content, because I know LM, she is a IRL artist. She dabbles with real hands-on paints and all that stuff, and she knew that AR or XR was going to be the future, so she ended up learning. And this is 3 years ago. I met you 3 years ago, and wow, just she's gone so far with it. And Altered, Hexadize, man, I miss you. Get back in here on live. It's weird. It is so weird. Elias said hello to Kiki. Kiki is my little Yorkie Shih Tzu dog that he heard barking, so that's why. Okay, 3 minutes to the hour. I could go on, and I would love to continue, but I want to respect people's time. Hex, is there anything you want to say before we end this space?
Yes. Thank you so much for being here. Like we've all said, 2021. Now we're 2024. And without you, we wouldn't have been here today to do any of this. So thank you so much for throughout all of these things. And yeah, I'm just beyond thankful. So, Altered, I'm ready for this. We're ready for this. I'm hexanized. You get hexanized. Let's get hexanized. Let's go. Thank you, Sar. Thank you, Digital. Thank you, Digi. Digi.
I know, right? That's Digi is like my Xenu community name, which I'm really loving. Okay, before we go, don't go out yet. Before we go, shout out to people listening on Metaverse Radio. I will say that this program's content does not necessarily represent the views of Metaverse Radio and is for entertainment only. I hope you guys are really entertained. It is not legal, medical, financial, or investment advice. The hosts, guest speakers, artists, and other collaborators may have personal or financial interest in the subjects they discuss. So please, por favor, critically assess the information presented. Not all content is appropriate for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Now, in about an hour and a minute, Elias and Mayor of Over the Reality, they're going to be hosting their inaugural community space, like legit community. Like you can talk about anything you want about Over and stuff like that, no holds barred, because you can. And please follow Elias. He can even pin it to the top. And I think later on today at 3 sometime, Elias, he and Alex is going to be hosting a Spanish Xenu Mainnet's community space. And I'm jumping in because I want to brush up on my Spanish. So this is like amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Hexadized, yeah, love you. Altered Alley, Honeycomb, LM Designs, and let's go. Everybody have a great Tuesday, and hopefully I see you in Elias's and Mayor's Over the Reality community space in about an hour, and then the Xenu community in Spanish. So if you want to brush up on your Spanish and you want to find out about the Xenu community, just go in anyway. Even if you don't understand anything, because it's like your support is amazing and the energy you will absorb is wonderful. All right, everyone, let's go. Let's play this. Da, 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 da. Thank you, everyone. Oh, thanks, Hex.